Before we go, I just want to ask about President Biden. He is saying he's going to run again in 2024. Will you support him?
You know, if the president chooses to run again in 2024, I mean, first of all, I'm focused on winning this majority right now and preserving a majority this year in 2022. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I think if the president has a vision, then that's something certainly we're all willing to entertain and examine when the time comes.
That's not a yes.
Yeah, you know, I think we should endorse when we get to it. But I believe that the president has been doing a very good job so far. And, you know, should he run again, I think that I think it's we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
But right now we need to focus on winning a majority instead of a presidential election.
So I've seen this video going around with a lot of right wingers being like, even AOC won't say she'll endorse Biden. That's really bad news for him, which just telegraphs how little they understand about the Democratic Party or progressives. AOC is not a massive fan of Joe Biden, you idiots. Like, if he's the candidate, I have no doubt that she'll support him, obviously, but she doesn't want him to run. She doesn't want him to be the candidate. Why does this need to be pointed out to so many people? And the issue is that, look, the progressives like AOC are kind of obviously hoping that someone else runs, maybe even AOC. But other people are apparently mentioning their concerns too. The New York Times has a report, a bunch of elected Democrats being reluctant to speak on the record about Joe Biden's future, and none saying that they have any ill will, but they're worried about it, specifically his age. He'd be 82 by the time he won if he ran in 2024, which is pretty old. People like David Axelrod pointing out that the presidency is a monstrously taxing job and that would be very hard. So I think for some people, it's gonna seem like this is too early to be talking about. I think the exact opposite. I think especially we progressives need to make this a huge focus. We need to get everyone worried, I think rightfully so, about what it would mean if Biden was the nominee again, because we have to normalize that primaries are not a bad thing. You can have a contested primary for 2024, or you could put pressure on Joe Biden to do the right thing for the party and for the country and say in advance he's not going to be running again so that other potential candidates can start to rev up their campaign infrastructure and architecture and all that. Those are my thoughts, Viviana. What do you think?
Well, sadly, this isn't really about Joe Biden at all. This is about the DNC and them holding power and maintaining power. And this is why Biden's in office to begin with. This is why Bernie didn't stand a chance when they all, cut him at the ankles so that Biden could be propped up as the primary candidate. And that's what this is about. This is about people like Nancy Pelosi holding on to power, and they are willing to put Biden in office again and push him along again so they can hold on to their power, continue making money the way they're doing it, and the country suffers. Instead of putting a candidate like Bernie Sanders, who now also I believe is too old to run, not legally, but I think it is a taxing job. I know my dad is a powerhouse, and after 80, it gets hard. Your body betrays you. Your mind is still sharp, but you're tired, you're hurting. I would love to see AOC win. I think if she was a man, she'd have a bigger chance with the American public. Sadly, we're still in that place with the patriarchy, but I don't see any other candidates that are strong enough to go against the DNC.
Perhaps. I mean, we've certainly debated some possibilities. I mean, we think, I think here that Nina Turner is really strong, but we're gonna have to see.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.